So good morning, I'm all present here. In this case study video, we are just going to discuss about one of the application of neural networks. So you know what neural networks is, and which is a trending one in this world. Those applications or the models which they are giving training for the real world problems are booming now. Okay? So in this case study video, I'm just going to discuss the scenario here, and you people have to give me the solution for that particular scenario. So let me discuss the scenario now. You people know already, like diabetes and cancer are the main disease which is widely spreading in the world now. So according to this, I'm taking the scenario based on the disease which is fastly spreading, which is called as diabetic retinopathy, which is related to the retinal. So who are the people who are getting diabetes now? They are just getting affected by this retinal disease. But we cannot predict that in an early stage. That is one problem. And one more problem is, even if we predicted in an early stage, the method which we are focusing to rectify that retinopathy is, we are just focusing on the traditional method. And what is the drawback in the traditional method is, it is a very time-consuming process for the ophthalmologist. So to avoid this kind of situation, we have deep learning in neural network, and we already know about machine learning and deep learning. Yes? And how we can rectify this particular scenario with the help of this deep learning, as well as the neural network, that is convolutional neural network, we are going to use to solve this problem. So now you people can tell me the solution. Who is going to start?
So let me start. Okay. So in this case study, let us dive into the exciting application of deep learning and specifically convolutional neural network to detect the condition, which is diabetic retinopathy, which is a serious condition which causes blindness worldwide, which causes in the retina, specifically in the retina. So let us, it is very important to early detect, which is because we need to prevent the vision loss. So let me explain the challenges of the diabetic retinopathy. So when you see, diabetic retinopathy develops over time, affecting various parts of the eye. So it has various stages, like from mild non-proliferative diabetic retinopathy to it has severe condition. So we should detecting with the convolutional neural network, specifically with the images, will be a great task. So it is the main challenge of this diabetic retinopathy. Now, Janani.
Okay. Let me explain about screening first. So, convolutional neural network is we're trying to use it to detect complex images. And let's take an example. So, for the training step, we are going to take a roten apple and fish apple. So, the model should predict the fish apple and roten apple by classifying the images. So, next we have to give the model of a roten apple. So, it will spot the images, and it will spot the shapes, and will give the result. Then it will optimize the result, and will give it to the user. So as well as we are going to give the fresh apple, and it will spot that also. In the first layer, it will spot the shapes and the edges of the first layer, and according to the second layer, and it will go to the complex patterns. So as well as we are going to use for diabetic retinopathy. So in diabetic retinopathy, it will use for check for the symptoms, like whether any blood leakages in our eye, or whether any unconditional, or whether we are facing any vision problems with this. So we are using CNN for the diabetic retinopathy for better complexity and for less accuracy and time consumption, because even the doctors are facing major problems to find out the issue in the initial stage itself. So most of the people are suffering without vision. So we are using the CNN for the diabetic retinopathy to find the problem in initial stages.
So the next will be of an ergonomic performance
does it work? So first, once the AI is trained, it will be like using a new images it hasn't been seen before. So does it correctly find it? We need to know, does it correctly find the diseases, or does it avoid like false alarms? So and we can know like how often is it right overall. And we also look at the store called AUC, which tells us how good the model is at telling apart healthy and unhealthy eyes across different situations. So if the AI does well, doctor can use it as a helpful assistant to save time and catch problems early and protect people's sight.
So let me conclude this scenario based on the solution which people have given. And as she said, yes, the problem here is how we can treat the diabetic retinopathy, which is happening in the early stage, which we can't detect in the early stage. So as she given the example as how we can refer this rotten fruit, or it's a good fruit. In the same way, with the help of the CNN, how we can identify whether this particular patient is having mild retina, or it's a very severe retina. So this is a nice example. With the help of the CNN, we can rectify the problem. So thank you for your participation in this case study. Thank you.